What's up with it? Welcome to Beats, Rhymes, and Life podcast, episode number 12. BRL crew in the building. Usual suspects, your man Stack Dope, De Niro, Tangy, DJ T Rob is out this week. And actually, Tangy is on her way. She going to be here shortly, but we going to hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Show got to go on, so we going to do our thing. Happy 420 is going down. National Smokers Holiday, baby. You know what it is. Well, if you're a real smoker, every day is 420. But, today is the official holiday. You feel me? So, we going to celebrate. Got some special guests in the building. Good friend of mine, man. We go way back like Cadillacs and stocking caps and all kind of shit like that. You know what I mean? My man Chew.
Hey, what's up, man?
And Marsha representing Taste of Heaven Cakes Incorporated, baby. What's good with y'all?
Everything good. What's going on, man?
Happy 420 to y'all, man.
Thank you. Happy 420. Man.
I mean, you know how we do with it, so, it's just another day, but it got a little specialness to it. What's up? You good? Oh, you got to adjust. Yeah, sometimes you got to get the seat right, get it together. Yeah, so, man, happy 420 and all that good stuff. Hope y'all having a good day. It's a beautiful Saturday here in the nation's capital, man. So, we just going to do what we do as we do it every Saturday here on WLVS Radio. Boo-boo. All right. So, get with us. Make sure you holler at us. We on social media. We all over this joint, man. Hit us up on Facebook, BRL Podcast DMV. Also on Twitter, BRL Crew DMV. Hit us up on IG at Beats Rhymes Life. That's Life with a Y. And follow us on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. Don't forget to rate, review, and leave us some feedback. You dig? We definitely appreciate all the love and support we've been getting. And, feedback is always welcome. So, make sure y'all holler at us, man. Before we jump into the show, I just got a couple announcements here for y'all. Just want to run through these real quick. So if you're in the DMV area today and you're looking for something to do, you ain't got no 420 parties going on or nothing like that, got the National Cannabis Festival going down today. Actually, it's going down right now as we speak at RFK Stadium featuring Ludacris, Action Bronson, Backyard Band, plus more. So make sure y'all head out there. Like I said, if y'all ain't got nothing going on, go celebrate, educate, activate, and, of course, elevate. You know what I mean? So definitely check that on out. Also, on the music tip, Shaq Glizzy dropped a brand new project, Covered in Blood. It's a follow-up to his Fully Loaded joint that he dropped last October, which I was fucking with that joint a lot. A lot of nice bangers on there, man. He doing his thing. Definitely stepping the game up. Haven't checked this one out yet. I believe this joint just dropped on Thursday, I believe, if I ain't mistaken. So haven't had a chance to check it out yet, but definitely going to be riding around, bumping that joint this weekend as, we making our moves for 420 and all that good stuff. Yeah, let's get C3PO a little bit more in here, man. I like having him. I like having him right there. You know what I'm saying? Make me feel real nostalgic and shit. So we keep it raw and uncut up in this joint, man. Oh, there you go. He gonna fill in for Tangy until she get here.
That's R2D2, man.
Oh, what I say? C3? Oh,
yeah, man.
So as you can see, I'm not a Star Wars junkie like some of y'all, but we'll fix that. So anyway, like I said, man, special guests in the building, Taste of Heaven up in this joint, man. We're going to talk to them about what they got going on the edibles tip. Since it is 420, it's only right we talk about that, man. It's a hot topic in the city and in the country right now. So, we're going to get them in on everything and also we going to talk a little hip-hop. So, but keep in mind that they are busy, so they probably going to have to make some moves and all that, go handle some business. They're going to drop their information for y'all, too, before they leave, so y'all can catch up with them on the road. But, so let's jump into the interview, man. Let me holler at y'all real quick. So, first off, now, for me, I became aware of the edibles through you, actually. You know what I'm saying? You were one of the first people I knew that jumped off into it. You know what I'm saying? Before it became a wave and shit.
Right.
And that was probably about, 3-4 years ago. About 3 years. I was still in Miami. I was coming home fucking with you on that shit. Like, nigga, I gotta get some shit to take back.
Right.
And it was just amazing, man. Like, the only problem with me is, I like to eat, so I fuck that shit up too much. I start getting fat and shit. But as far as the whole just aura and euphoria about it, man, that shit was amazing, dog. I mean, y'all set it off, had the drinks. We have everything displayed out here: drinks, cookies, brownies, cakes, you name it, they had it. You know what I'm saying? So my first question for y'all is, how'd you end up jumping off into that so soon? Like, how'd you catch that wave before everybody else?
When marijuana became legal in DC, probably about three and a half years ago. All right, my wife was already doing the cakes. A Taste of Heaven Cakes was her business. She was doing professional cakes. So me, I smoke a lot of weed. So I said, hey, let's incorporate this and make some money.
No doubt.
And then we have it, and we just took off from there.
Okay. So over that period of time, you know what I'm saying, y'all definitely, brought in more clientele. The name got more popping out there in the streets. Up to now, like, what have you seen being the highest selling product for y'all?
For us, right now, brownies, hard candy, lollipops, cookies, and Fruity Pebbles like our best sellers. I mean, but we switch it up every week. I mean, you're always gonna have Fruity Pebbles and brownies and chocolate chip cookies and lollipops on the menu, but we also have like something different. Like this week, we got strawberry cinnamon rolls and peaches and cream cinnamon rolls. So we do something different every single week.
Okay. And that was actually another question I had. So how frequently do you update the menu and release the menu and all that good stuff? Is it every week?
Every week.
Every week you got something different
every week.
on it?
If it's not up on Thursday, it's up on Friday morning.
How do you decide what goes on the menus, and like when do you decide, like, all right, this will be going, this is the flavor of the week right here, or these are the flavors of the week?
I don't know. It just come to us. We just think, like, with the strawberry cinnamon roll,
Strawberry cinnamon roll.
Right. So I was like, I want to make cinnamon rolls, but let's do something different with it. Let's do strawberry. So I mean, like I said, it just comes to it. It ain't something like we're gonna do all strawberries next week. It just comes to us when we make the menu, what we want to make.
Okay.
What we think that the people gonna like,
And we get a lot of recommendations.
Okay.
We get a lot, like, of things to be requested to put back on the menu. That's why they come back.
Okay. Favorites, popular items and shit. Okay.
Right.
So is there a certain strand, or are there specific strands that go better with a cake versus brownies or stuff like that? You know what I mean?
All right. Well, as far as that, I mean, any strand goes with any food. It all depends on how you want to feel. If it's an indica, you're gonna have it's gonna be more of a sit down, couch lop type of thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sativa, you're gonna have more. It's all depends on what the customer wants.
Okay.
But usually we usually use hybrid and like a 60-40 indica dominant hybrid. So keep it kind of mellow. We don't want to put people straight to sleep.
Sleep, like, yeah, knock their ass out.
Right.
Some things you just can't really control either. You gotta know what the strand is, what the side effects are, and all that.
Y'all do y'all research. I know y'all do y'all research on that
and then
shit.
you gotta know. You gotta have your own taste buds too. It's not for every. You can't just think that this is gonna taste good if I just throw this in. You have to have your like soul into what you cook, because you eat for food too. So,
No doubt.
I mean, it has to mean something to you. So we do that first, and then we try to incorporate cannabis in it.
Ah, okay. I like that. Tangelina, I see you back there playing director. Let's get you up here on the set though. We can move. Can we get R2D2 about it? He
wants to be down. Let him
he down. He already down. He down by law already.
He's my friend.
Yeah, it's all good. We making room. Tangy just got in the building, y'all. Make some noise for Tangy. My lovely co-host, who I'm sure is going to have some great information to add into this conversation.
Yeah, my apologies for being late.
It's all good. It's
It's like my thing.
it is your thing. You got to make your entrance.
It's a holiday.
You definitely got to make the entrance. So it's all good. So we talked about special requests. That's a good thing. So that's basically how you all determine, I guess, the most popular things to bring back on the menu from week to week. Are there certain, like, I guess, cakes or brownies that get you higher than some other stuff, or you try to balance it all out?
I mean, for edibles, it's all your highness all depends on your body, like your metabolism. The biggest person can eat the littlest thing and be gone. Like I said, it's not how big you are. It all depends on your body fat, your metabolism. So it's a lot to incorporate with that. So, I mean, I can't just say these brownies are gonna get you higher than this cinnamon roll.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, man.
So I ain't gonna lie. For me, like I like the edibles, but the flower power probably is what gets me more there.
Right.
So I would have to eat a lot to probably get that same feeling. You think? Is that necessarily true or not?
I mean, it's all about. It also depends on your tolerance as well.
Okay.
So, it's hard. It's hard to determine, man. To be honest, but like for me, I'm a heavy smoker, so our brownies, a pack of brownies is 200 milligrams. I probably have to eat all that to get right. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what's the gender of your clientele? Well, do you find that you have?
We have more females.
Well, that's why I had to ask
We
that.
have more females.
I think that's very interesting. So why do you think you have more women? Just because they prefer that as opposed to the smoke, the blunt shit? You know what I mean?
Me personally, that's what I think. I think that women don't like to smell like weed.
Okay.
And I guess they don't like the image of them hitting the J.
Right.
And it's just more, and it's more concealed with the edibles. You can take these anywhere. You can't smoke a J anywhere.
True that. So talk about the layout here. Some of the products you got laid out here right now for us. I see some, fruity pebbles and.
Yeah, today we have that's sugar, infused sugar there.
Okay.
We got strawberry lemonade tea. We got lollipops, Jolly Ranchers, cookies, the chocolate chip cookies, strawberry milkshake cookies, brownies, fruity pebble, Rice Krispie treats. That is a strawberry cheesecake. Cold Stone strawberry cheesecake.
This right here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that look all right right
cereal
there.
bar. Then we got the carrot cake Oreo cookie Rice Krispie treats, and also the peaches and cream cinnamon rolls. So like I said, we give you a little bit of everything. We got other stuff that's not laid out right now, but you gotta check our menu out. Check us out on IG.
IG, Facebook. You on the Facebook, John, too?
Not on Facebook anymore. We just strictly on IG.
Okay. What's the IG? What's the IG count?
A Taste of Heaven Cakes Plus. That's A Taste of Heaven Cakes Plus, all one word.
Okay. Definitely hit them up on the IG, y'all, when y'all get a chance. If not now, right now. Definitely get to them because they're going to be making moves here today. And you definitely want to get your orders in ASAP. Right. Now, the tea, man, that's interesting, man. You don't see that a lot, the infused tea.
It's out here.
It's out here now, but I'm saying y'all was the first on because I had that way back in the day, and I like the tea, man. The tea is cranking, it tastes good, and it's to me it hits me faster than the edibles.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it's different for different people, though.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Yeah, I definitely hit the tea, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah. Like next to, like it's like almost like a J. You know what I'm saying?
A saint then, didn't you?
Yeah.
That
Y'all put
changed
me
your
on
life.
with that
It
jump,
changed-
man.
That's what we do.
And that's
try
what
to do that.
Yeah, so how do y'all keep, staying ahead of the curve and innovating and coming up with new shit? How does that work?
We listen to people.
Yeah, listen to people, and like I said, we just try new things. Try new things. We're not gonna have the same thing every single week, like other than the brownies, because that's what people like.
Right.
But we're gonna give you something new. Every week we're gonna have something different on the menu. So you know, that's how we stay above the curve there.
Yeah, my man.
And also, we have a lot of sickly people. Like, where our people aren't necessarily with us for recreational purposes.
Okay.
So that's why our saints have been with us for years at this point. And
our treats are for the high tolerance.
yeah, we not.
We're giving you over 100 milligrams in every container, so you know we try to get you there.
How we say gateway.
Yeah, gateway.
Hey, that's a hell of a gateway right there, though. You know what I'm saying?
We are not gateway. Thank you. Deacon Sleeves, get your life in order.
So how does that work with the, you know, I guess folks with medical conditions and stuff like that? Do you find that you know, do they tend to, you know, go with one product more than the other, or they just all across the board with it?
Now we got some people that just come for brownies and fruity pebbles every single week. You know,
Okay.
Some people don't switch up what they get at all.
Oh, they might just get their whole batch of brownies. They might get a whole batch of cookies. We can recommend new things. And they don't care about the menu. They're getting their brownies.
What
They want what they want. Yeah.
And look, I don't need nothing else. This is my system. I mean, everyone is using it for different purposes in their life.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at this point, our saints know how to consume. So, we're consistent. A lot of people aren't consistent. I think that's another reason why we've been here for a long time too.
Consistency is key.
You gotta stay consistent in this game, because I mean, you can't have a strong treat one week and then a weak treat the next week. You ain't gonna see that customer again.
Right.
So.
It's like the game for real.
Yeah, exactly.
So do y'all collaborate with other, you know, edible
No.
bakeries? No?
Oh no, never. I mean, when
He
we
said
had,
no quick.
never. I mean, but when we throw our own events, we'll have some different vendors. You know, we try to stay local. We try to support our city as much as possible as we can. As long as you can be professional with us, you know, you will always be able to do business with us. So when we do our events, it's just totally different as well. It's like an average event that caters to everybody. It's not just to a smoker, or it's not just to a person that just wants to drink and a smoker has to go outside. And you can also still have something to do. You can eat and be entertained and go shop at your vendor if you want to, you know.
Yeah. Y'all gonna definitely have to keep us posted on
Yeah,
these
you know
events.
we had a skating party. You saw that?
I think I saw the flyer for that joint. Yeah.
That joint was dope, man.
That joint turned out
Yeah,
good.
That was good. It was nice, real nice.
Yeah, from here on out, please let us know every event. I mean, we gonna talk after the show and we gonna connect on some other shit. But you know, definitely anything y'all do, let us know, man. You know, if we can't attend, we definitely gonna pump it up on this joint.
Right.
Or if I can't make it, Tangy gonna go, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? We gonna definitely work that shit out.
We're doing another skating party soon. We just
Okay, it's summertime. It's right for it. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the Saints have been asking for it.
Yeah, that skating party was nice. It was
Okay.
nice.
Now, I just thought about this question this morning. I said, I gotta ask y'all, because, you know, I know y'all, well, Marsha act like she, you know, she don't remember me, but, you know.
I say,
But being, you know, married in business together, I gotta ask, how does that work? You know what I'm saying? I know it probably is sometimes y'all feel like killing each other, but other times y'all be like celebrating like shit, winning shit. You know what I'm saying? Describe how that is.
Go ahead.
I mean, well, we've already been married for some years prior to the business, but for me, business is my upbringing. Both my parents had businesses together and separately, and even when we got together, he was always talking about opening his own barbecue truck or something.
Yeah, I remember we used to talk about the food truck.
So,
Yeah.
It's just that part was already in us, and we were already married for a while, so we got to know each other to know when to shut the fuck up, walk away, and this.
Yeah.
You know, you pick and choose your battles, and
No doubt.
incorporating the business into it. It just means that it made us stronger, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So we just know each other at this point, and who's good at what, and we stay in our lane, cause
Well said.
either one of us will cuss each other out. So
I'm sure.
I don't cuss nobody out.
lies.
Hi. Okay.
Get your life in order.
Well said. Well said. No, come on, get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? It's a little tight up here. I know.
It's okay.
But yeah, I thought about that this morning. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Not too many people can make that work. But as I think about y'all, like you said, Marsha, y'all, you know, it's like the best of both worlds coming together. You know what I mean?
It's the same way, like when you get married. I guess you want to say, you know,
Right.
you all have to be on the same page. You have to have the same mind goal to achieve, and be willing to work with each other.
Don't get. We do bump heads. Don't get it wrong.
I mean, that's real. That's real. That's real rap, though. You know what I mean? So that's expected. So, I mean, can we sample anything? Like,
of course.
I mean, because I want to see if by the end of the show I'm like, you know.
What you need?
I think I want to try to what's the strawberry joint again?
The strawberry shortcake.
Strawberry shortcake.
Cold Stone. Yeah.
Cereal treat.
You wanna take a bite of this?
I can't do the cereal.
Oh, the cereal Jones.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
He said, "This is what I want."
How much you think I need, man? The whole thing? How
Just
much you
eat
think
the
I
whole
need?
thing.
I need the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing.
It's a holiday.
You want some Jolly Ranchers?
Oh yeah, sure. Thank you. Yeah, this I can do. I cannot do the cereal balls.
This good too.
Thank you.
Yeah, by the time we get through the show, I'm gonna be done with that. So yeah, I'm gonna be right. I'm gonna be snacking on this as we go through. But so all right, before y'all roll, we're gonna jump into the topics though, because I want to get y'all opinion on some shit.
All right.
So first off, this week, you know, this is terrible as far as radio, TV shit. I'm eating while I'm doing the interview, but it's all good. So first off, we got this week, man, the bomber that got shot with Nipsey, right? Yeah. Authorities was trying to bring him in. They was trying to say he violated. They was really fucking with his life, man. And it turns out he actually gonna be released. So just to give y'all the information on that, his name is Kerry Latham, 56 years old. Was taken into custody last week for violating his parole just by hanging out with Nipsey. And moments before they were shot, he was there to apparently pick up some clothes. You know, he got home. He came home, did a 25-year bid, hooked up with his sister. His sister knew Nipsey, and through his sister arranged, you know, for him to go to Marathon Clothing, pick up some gear and shit. And turns out, just, you know, wrong place at the wrong time. Nipsey was fatally shot and killed. He was shot and fatally wounded. He actually ended up in a wheelchair right now. And even with all that, boys still try to bring him in. Luckily for this this white lawyer, I guess she called wind of the situation, Lauren Noriega. I don't know how she got a last name like that, but you know, Lauren Noriega took the case and went to defense for him, man. She battled for him. And just for simply, you know, being associated with Nipsey, who, you know, it's been revealed, of course, through his music that, you know what I'm saying, he's with the Rolling 60s Crips out in South Central LA. That was supposed to be a violation, but through the grace of God and the work of his lawyer, Lauren Noriega, she was able to get that case dropped and he was released. I haven't seen any further information on that, but right now the brother's free. So what the fuck? What y'all thoughts on that, man?
That's a blessing. Cause
I don't think they never should have took him.
That's what I'm saying.
Violating the parole just because he had, you know, had contact. He was getting
getting clothes
something
and
from
stuff.
him. You know, something that could have helped him out. And I thought that was fucked up. So I'm glad that they exonerated and they released him. So
Yeah.
and then he was gonna be paralyzed up in that joint for some bullshit.
For some bullshit. I think if it wasn't for that white lawyer,
He had
man,
nothing to do with.
they would have railroaded him for
Oh,
real.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
They'd have definitely railroaded him.
I think social media played a small part in that too. I was gonna touch on that later when we get into the other topics, but
Yeah.
people don't realize the power of social media, and anything attached to Nipsey Hussle right now is viral, basically.
Yeah.
So for this story to go viral and for us to get behind it in a positive way, oh my goodness.
Get it in. It's all good.
In a positive way, I think that helped his case as well. It's a lot of positive media or viral posts about anything surrounding Nipsey Hussle. So
That's a good point.
I'm actually not surprised that this happened. I'm glad that
No doubt.
the word got out and people spoke up about it and something was done about it, and now he's free.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When I saw the girl Lauren Noriega go online and post the video, I mean, she was passionate about everything and trying to defend him. I really didn't think she was gonna go after that though and really get in there and get behind dude. But yeah, that shit was amazing, man. Like shout out to her. Shout out to Kerry Latham, man. Glad that brother's free, man. That was a hell of a thing for them to try to, do him dirty like that. But God is good all the time. So bless that brother, man. And he's already going through enough, with being at the scene. That's some traumatic shit, you know what I mean?
Especially after
He just came home too,
like-
right?
Yeah, it just came from 25 years.
He's definitely going live with that the rest of his life.
No doubt about that shit. Yeah, but nah, good stuff for that brother, man. Good to see him free. Next thing, man, this fucking story right here, this shit is crazy to me, but I love it because it's just, this is why I fuck with this nigga right here. Ice motherfucking Cube, right? Ice Cube is trying to buy 21 TV stations from Disney that they're selling in the amount of, it's like $10 billion worth. Yeah. So Cube got together, he got an investment group with Serena Williams, Magic, Will Smith, and Snoop. So he got a powerful team with him right there. So basically how the story goes is he's trying to buy these 21 TV stations. A bunch of other broadcast companies are in the bidding for these stations. But one in particular, who are two powerful businessmen are actually a part of, they're trying to use their influence basically to block Cube's group from buying the stations. Cube, of course, being the guy that he is, he ain't having that shit. So according to Cube, the big three, which is his network that he's trying to use as the umbrella to have all the other stations come under that umbrella. Basically, he's saying the big three is not a part of the old boys club. And apparently that don't sit well with the company that we're talking about, which is Charter Communications. The owner of the Braves is heading up that group. So him and the other guy just getting together trying to block Cube. So this week, Cube, he dropped his bid. He's also working with the Department of Justice on this too. So he got the government in on this joint too to make sure that this other group is playing fair with it. You know what I'm saying? They're not, doing no underhanded shit because they got a reputation for doing that to minority broadcast companies. Because Cube is trying to use the diversity and inclusion clause to get in there. And that's why they're allowing his bid. They're looking at it. It's in heavy consideration. And the fact that they probably trying to block it means that they actually close to getting the shit. You know what I mean? So he's working with the DOJ with that. So we're gonna see what happens with that. But he submitted his final bid on Thursday. And according to him, quote, companies like Charter want to keep the old world and will bend the rules to do business with the same people in the same tired way. So just like they always have, but it's time for a change. And he said, we have a vision for a more inclusive, more positive role for media in this country. So,
we gotta protect Ice Cube.
Gotta protect Ice Cube.
If people believe that story that Bill Cosby was railroaded because he tried to buy NBC, what do you think is going to happen to somebody like Ice Cube? I mean, if you believe that that's true, That means we really have to do whatever we need to do to get behind Ice Cube.
For
and
sure.
protect him.
For sure.
If you're like a praying person, then yeah, you better add Ice Cube to the list. Cause
Yeah,
this
them
is a
boys
major,
play dirty, man.
This is a major thing.
What y'all think about that?
My first time hearing about this right now.
Sure, it's a little crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
I heard somewhat, but didn't know all the details. You just informed me. But yeah, he needs to be protected at this point.
And that's another thing. This story ain't getting out. It's not getting a lot of run. You know what I'm saying? It's not getting a lot of shine. And that's why I wanted to talk about it, because niggas do need to know about that. Like Tangi said, we got to get behind Cube on this one. I'm gonna post on our IG page. It's a number you can call, and it's a website you can go to add your support, whether it's through donations or just reposting or just, calling the FCC or whoever to, voice your opinion about that shit. But nah, Tangi is 1,000% right with that shit. We gotta protect Cube. Man, let me tell you something. That was my favorite rapper as a kid, no doubt. Ice Cube, that nigga changed the game. I mean, he made it what it is today. You know what I'm saying? From a rap standpoint and from the business standpoint. I mean, you look at Jay-Z, Ice Cube been on that shit with movies, books. Yeah. I mean, he and that's why I think this is a great lane for him, because he's got that leverage, being, a director of movies, being an actor, being a writer, and still being able to have influence on the hip hop culture, man. Gotta protect Cube, man. That dude is a legend, a living, breathing legend. Niggas like him, Snoop, all of them, man. We gotta look out for them, man.
Absolutely.
Gotta definitely look out for them and support whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? I be hearing some people talking shit about Snoop because he got the show with Martha Stewart. I don't really like that joint all that much, but you know what I'm saying? You gotta look at the Bama diversifying his portfolio, man, and his adding more credits to his resume. And at the end of the day, he's still gonna come back to the hood and be Snoop. Mm-hmm. So, it take a special type of brother to be able to go between both worlds, but still keep it 100 with the world, you know what I'm saying, that you living in, that fucks with you, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, definitely, like I said, we'll post something about that on IG and Facebook so y'all can get behind that. But the next thing, yeah, I was just talking to y'all about this one. So, this one right here in our backyard been real popular here, the last couple weeks and shit. With this whole gentrification and, the new DC residents versus, the culture. And we had another episode this week where apparently I didn't even know about this until I saw it on the news and shit, but, new DC residents are using Howard University's yard. Now, okay, let me just say this. If you don't know about the yard, and you're not from DC, this is the heart of Howard University's campus. Everybody that goes to school there hangs out there. When they have parties there, alumni come back, they be out there hanging out. I mean, this is a generational thing. Like, this been going on forever. The yard is world renowned, as far as black institutions of higher education. But these new DC residents seem to not understand that. They coming through. They using the joint they coming through the yard, cutting through there to get wherever they trying to go. They exercising in the yard. They walking their dogs through the yard. So you got dog shit all out there. You know what I mean? And they just, congregating there where they shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? And the students are kind of getting up in arms about that shit. Like, what's going on? I need the university to say something, first of all, but
that's irritating to me too.
It is that the university
president
hasn't come out
nothing.
and said anything.
No.
Yeah, I don't
So
get that.
let me ask this quick. I'm trying to play devil's advocate a little bit. So is the yard strictly for students?
Yes,
It is. Okay. Well,
Howard is a private institution.
okay.
They
Well, yeah.
crossing
Then
through
they
it.
shouldn't. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I appreciate that.
If it
Though.
was
They're
public, I
using
would
it
say.
like it's their personal yards, though.
Exactly, which is the disrespectful part. You know what I'm saying? And that, it's like, come on, man. Like, the whole. I just don't think this shit is not going to end well. You know what I'm saying? Because last week it was the Don't Mute DC. You know what I'm saying? The white boy, the resident that lived nearby in the high rise apartments, luxury joints, he want to shut down the go-go music. This week, this guy, and I didn't even get to this point. This is the shit that got everybody fired up. They interviewed this dude, Sean Grubbs Robichaud is his name. Sean Grubbs Robichaud. All right. So
He has an Instagram.
he has an Instagram.
Oh, he is living,
We gonna put it out
he's
there.
living life on his Instagram. You hear me?
Well, hey, look, man, shit about to get real. So anyway, so they interviewed the Bama on the news, and I'm gonna read what he said, quote, verbatim, basically. He lives. Where does it say he lives? He lives in the Bloomingdale neighborhood and admits to cutting through the yard with his dog to quickly get to the nearby McMillan Reservoir. His quote is, so they're part of D.C., so they have to work within D.C. If they don't want to be within D.C., they can move the campus. At the same time, he says, I think we just need to work together.
How do you move the campus though? That's
can't
been
move
there.
campus.
How you move?
Man,
I mean, this is a fucking
ignorant
152-year
shit right there,
institution, young, a historically black college.
That's
But
ignorant.
He
He feel
can't leave.
privileged. That's that privileged white shit right there.
Of
Man.
course.
Just for
that's
him to
just
be able to
ignorant.
say that.
Damn, I gotta take my hat off to that motherfucker.
Just for him to say that, and he tried to
'Cause I was gonna
bypass
say that.
it by saying, "Oh, we just need
need
to
You
to
work
try to
work
clean it
together."
up, right?
Yeah.
We don't want to hear that shit now, dog. I mean, that's clear privilege. I mean, you don't go to an African country, and say, oh, well, y'all can't wear your traditional tribal, garb, or you can't eat your traditional food. You gotta, what the fuck? You mix and you blend in.
First of
You
all,
assimilate.
some of these people, some of the students are paying tuition. So this is a part of what they're paying for. And then they have to walk through dog shit and walk past whoever that don't even go to the school, exercising and whatever they doing and don't even attend the school. That's wrong, period.
Let me tell y'all something. Okay, the culture at Howard is not local friendly anyway. So they're not friendly. They're not a school that's invested in the community. Period. They don't
That's
even
true.
recruit
That's true.
students from this area. So whether it's for sports, whether
They
it's just
don't.
from academics, they don't look at the locals. They don't. They're not very local friendly.
Okay.
So the fact that this guy feels like that, to me, as a person who grew up in this city, and I know that Howard is not a very local, like, if I walk on Howard's yard, I'm getting kicked off. I'm getting questioned. Somebody's gonna be like, well, I mean, maybe not me per se, but like I could be with a group of people or whatever, and we obviously aren't students. You know what I'm saying? They've done that to several people who I know, even people who I know who went to the school. Like, they've been harassed by the school security. So the fact that the school security and the president of the university even allows this to happen, like, it's
It says
first of
a
all,
lot.
it's a
It
safety.
says a lot. It
It's
says a
a
lot.
public safety issue.
It
And
is.
then
It
when I
is.
saw his Instagram, I said, this is the type of person, like, I wouldn't want my, like, he looks like an exposer, some type
He
of
does.
creep.
He's
You know what I'm
living
saying?
his
Like,
life.
he might
He
touch
like a
himself
skinhead.
when he's
He's like a
walking
skinhead,
past.
yeah.
You know, no, mm-mm.
He look like a gay skinhead.
He could bomb the school. Like, they looking at this from the wrong angle. Like, even it doesn't matter who he is. If he's
That's back to
it's
what he
trespassing.
said.
Yeah.
That's back to
Right,
what he
yeah.
said. Like, he's comfortable with saying, "Oh, fuck y'all," but
Right.
let's just work together. Let me clean up a little bit so they don't even realize what I
Right,
said.
right.
So
I'm
the
in
white people
DC,
ain't gonna be
it's a
like,
city,
the white
man.
people ain't gonna be like, "Oh, he didn't say that. That's not what he meant," because he said he wants to work together.
Right.
Yep.
But they're gonna be like, "Oh, the black people are like, oh."
But
they're
that's
just
that's
so-
how they
they're
try
gonna
to
make
clean
a
it
ra-
up.
They're
Yeah,
gonna
they
make
try
it
to
seem
clean
like,
it up.
oh, now we're trying to be racist because you misunderstood what I
Yeah.
said. No, you said what you said.
Yeah, well, the statement that got people fucked up is, they should move the campus. Like,
true.
are you fucking serious, dog?
Right.
You move here.
It's cheaper
This
for
campus
you
has been
to
here for
not
152
come walk
years.
through here.
Yeah.
Are they doing that at Georgetown? Do they allow the residents of Georgetown to walk through Georgetown?
No. Are they doing it at Harvard or any of them other places? No, damn,
That's
hell
like
no.
American University.
Nope.
American University, they have a nice campus up there, and it's in a well-to-do
yep.
neighborhood. So
I'm waiting for the president, like you said, or some representative from Howard to make a statement on this. They've been quiet for the last few days, But nah, I think they do got to say something, because the other point that you made that I agree with is the safety issue. You know, I mean, yeah, it's an open campus in the middle of the city and stuff like that, but it's still a private institution though. So, you know, there are some safety concerns when you have Bama's just walking through with their dog. I mean, you know, these people aren't of the area. Now, don't get me wrong. All the white people from this area, they culture. They know what's up. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's the ones that come from outside that don't understand our city and understand the culture that, you know, we have to kind of worry about and kind of look at closely, because, you know, not only do they want to change things, but you got to look at, you know, if they don't like certain things, then what? What are they going to do about it? You know what I'm saying? You have these open area situations, you know, you just never know these days. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of crazy, you know, internal terrorism that's going on in our country. You know what I'm saying? It's not coming from, you know, Muslims or this, that, and the third. It's coming from homegrown Bahamas right here.
Yep.
Right.
So, you know, and you got an HBCU right there. Who to say that, you know, I really don't even want to say this shit, but who to say something ain't going to pop off right there? You got all this free traffic, foot traffic walking through. You know what I'm saying?
At some point, somebody is going to say something, and somebody's going to say something back.
Yep.
I mean, that's where it all starts.
Yep.
And
It's going to be a hot motherfucking summer. I'll tell you that shit. You know how niggas start getting the summertime anyway.
Exactly.
So y'all new DC residents, man, I'm going to tell y'all, this ain't the city for that, Joe.
They got the police on their side.
Yeah,
So,
true.
We don't
true.
have the police on our side. That's the
flip side to it.
They got the police on their side.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate situation, man. Do you think that there can be any common ground that can come to this, or, you know, is it just going to kind of get worse? I mean, we seeing these instances happen
maybe
a
if
little
they
more.
just put gates.
I was about to say they might
Where-
have to put up something that's going to keep people out.
He
you
is
know.
fucking.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it, by the way, too.
That's what's
I don't know, but you know, Howard University is in a bed with the developers. Like, they have condos, not student
That's why they not saying
residency.
that.
They have condos
That's why they
where
not saying
you can
that.
live close to Howard University campus.
So they're using it as a selling point to the new. Yeah. Okay.
Look,
They not. They probably
That's some
not
game
going
right
to say
there. I
nothing.
ain't know that shit.
They not.
they
gonna say
already
nothing.
in hot water with they just had some type of controversy where somebody in the president's office was stealing money.
I remember that.
Like
I remember that.
That happened, like 2 years ago?
About 2 years ago,
and
yeah,
the
yeah.
president got in trouble for something that he did. I can't remember what that was, but that happened like a year ago. So they've had negative press. And
Damn.
so he's probably like treading lightly, I guess.
Yeah, you know what? That might be why he ain't saying nothing right now.
I'm sure it is.
Well, that shit kind of hurt my heart, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go to Howard, you know what I'm saying? But Howard is definitely in my blood, man. My peoples went to Howard, you know what I'm saying? My father and shit. You know, it's definitely it's an issue, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to need Howard to kind of step up and say something, you know, or at least, if not say anything, you know, do a better job of protecting your students, because this shit can really get out of hand with people just freely walking through the campus, through the yard, which is, you know, internal to the campus. That shit's not a good look. Not a good look at all. So, you know, definitely we got to see what happens with this in the weeks to come, and see if there's any type of resolution that can be made, or anything, or any statements that Howard going to come out with. We just going to have to see, man. But aside from that, I mean, how y'all feel about the whole gentrification shit? You know, Tangi calls it colonization.
Yeah.
Which is the old school term, but it's still relevant, I guess, in this day and age. I mean, what do y'all feel about that?
I mean, I seen it coming probably about 4 or 5 years ago. I seen them all the building and everything going, and basically pushing us out. You know, pushing all the niggas to PG
Ward
County.
off. That's
You
what
know,
they
that's-
pushing.
yeah.
Ward off.
You know.
That's where
But
they
you know what makes me mad? It's annoying that the well-to-do black people don't want to live in the city. That's the issue that I have with gentrification, because it's not promoted to us. Like they're not very family oriented. Like, they may have a playground or something in the neighborhood, but the
Yeah,
apartments are
that's what it is.
small.
Yeah.
But what would make you say I would want to live in the city? I mean, what?
But
There's no, for me. There's no no selling point for me. I wouldn't want to live here now. And not in the DC area where all the where they got all them new condos and shit, and all the traffic's bad, and you got everybody walking their dogs, and I don't want to be a part of that.
But I'm saying, why doesn't that appeal to black people? Like, to me, I want to live, work, play. Like, I want to be able to walk to work. Like, I don't want to have to get in my car every day and drive 45 minutes to get to work. Like, I would rather, like, walk down the street and go to my well-paying job that can pay for the lifestyle that I live in the city for.
I think for us, I mean, it's just that we were raised differently, you know.
I want to be in a house.
Right, you want land, or you don't necessarily want to hear your neighbor here and there, and then you don't want to necessarily hear all the traffic outside.
That's a
you
good,
got
yeah. I think that's
windows,
the issue.
you
Yeah,
can
it's the
still
land.
hear
It's the land.
what's going on outside.
Yeah.
And
Just
I
to always go outside
Little
and have to be,
congested, little too congested.
I think
Too
we just
congested.
don't want that.
But you know, this shit happens in cycles though, because I remember at one point, you know, all the white folks was in the city, then they was moving out to the suburb, Montgomery County, PG County.
Now
Then
they
the
coming
black
back.
folks stayed here. Then they coming back, then the black folks went out to Montgomery County and PG County, and now, you know, the white folks is back. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's going to come back around again where, you know, black people going to be more inclined to try to move back into the city. But like Marsha made a good point. I think the land is an issue too. It's not enough space.
Right,
You know
it's
what I
not.
mean?
They
It's
throwing
not
a little
everything,
tight.
Everybody on top of everybody.
little town centers underneath your little, you know, it's
Your
just,
joint, yeah.
it's no malls. It's like, I personally hate like the town centers because I don't want to walk outside while I'm shopping and then go inside into a cool store. If I'm already sweating now, I'm like, climate change. Or if it's snowing outside and I want to go shopping, I got to take my coat off, come inside and hold my coat. You know, not every store has shopping carts. So it's not like, it's just a comfort thing that just, everything is changed now.
Yeah.
I would rather go to a Pentagon City, a mall, where I can park my car in the lot. And if I choose to be here all day long, I got all the stores that I want. Now it's just totally different now.
Yeah, this definitely a topic, man. It's gonna be ongoing. We're gonna pick it up in the weeks to come, man. But we about to get out of here. We about to go celebrate our 420. I'm already feeling good thanks to our special guest,
You're welcome.
Taste of Heaven Incorporated, man. Give them your IG again so people know how to get with you.
It's a Taste of Heaven Cakes Plus. That's all one word. A Taste of Heaven Cakes Plus.
Yes, indeed. So I'd like to thank Taste of Heaven Cakes, my man Chew and Marsha for coming through. I want to thank y'all for joining us again for episode 12. Of course, you know, we'll be back like we never left next week. Same time, same place. 12 noon right here on WLVS Radio. Until then, man, happy 420, man. Blaze it up for your boy, you know. 2 words. We gone.
Peace.